To Washington now, where police say they seized 23 guns from the home of a 13-year-old who appeared to be fixated on school shooters. Police arrested the teen after finding some disturbing social media posts. Yesterday, he pleaded not guilty to charges of unlawful firearms possession and making a threat. Let's go to CBS News reporter Andres Gutierrez covering the story for us. Andres, what did deputies find and why did they act so quickly?
Well, Elizabeth, a possible tragedy was averted all because someone saw something and said something. Let's take you back to Friday. That's when Pierce County Sheriff deputies received a tip that a 13-year-old was online making threats that he had guns. About 12 hours later at 1 a.m. Saturday, SWAT members showed up to the kid's house in Parkland, Washington. Inside, deputies found 23 weapons. You could see them right there on your screen. 8 handguns, 2 shotguns, and the rest of them semi-automatic rifles. Some of them were in a safe, but many, according to authorities, were out in the open, mounted on walls or left around the house. As you can imagine, there were also several boxes of ammo. And here is the disturbing bit. They also found loaded magazines inscribed with references to the Columbine massacre on them. This was allegedly found inside the teen's go bag. Investigators say the teen had also posted photos of himself holding guns online and posted on Telegram, quote, "When I turn 21, I'm going to kill people." He was also fixated on attacks like the 2017 Charleston church shooting and the 2022 school shooting in Uvalde, Texas. Deputies believed it was only a matter of time unless they intervened.
Yeah.
Enough writings from that suspect that would conclude essentially some harm was going to be coming to individuals.
And now, while this boy did reference school shootings online, investigators say he did not have plans to attack a specific school. Get this, he actually himself has not been inside a school building since 2021, since he was 9 years old. He's been homeschooled since then. Right now, he is sitting inside a juvenile detention center there in Washington State after, as you said, he made his first court appearance yesterday afternoon. He will be back in front of a judge for a detention review, is what they call it, later this month.
Andres, just listening.
The one thing I didn't hear here, let me take this down real quick. The one thing I didn't hear was anything about the parents. Because how does a 13-year-old get access to all of those firearms, especially the handguns? I know the 13-year-old didn't buy it. What are we talking about here? When are we going to start holding these parents accountable, man? Look, Annie was homeschooled at that. I actually believe in homeschooling. But I also believe that your children need to be outside as well, like after school. Like they should be a part of a sport. They should be socializing with children their age after school. Keeping your kids in a house all day would drive anybody crazy. This is absolutely insane, man. This is why you got to keep tabs on your children. Like if you're not in their phones, if you allow them to have social media and you're not watching what they post, how they represent themselves on social media, shame on you. Shame on you. This is what you're going to get. This kid probably plays tons of video games. He thinks he's one of those characters on the video games. Look, in my opinion, you shouldn't be on social media until after the age of 25. If I was the president, that would be the law. If you're on welfare, you don't have access to social media. Anybody on welfare, you don't have access to social media. That's a privilege. You have too much time on your hands. All you do is sit at home and you don't do shit. The only people who should have access to social media, in my opinion, would be people who pay taxes, people over the age of 25, and senior citizens. It's that simple. Let me back that up. And here's why, because I know a lot of you are like, oh, hell no. No, honestly, seriously. Before 25, most people don't know who they are. Am I right or wrong? You're still trying to figure shit out. You're still trying to figure out your values, your direction in life. You don't even know what you stand for. You can't even pick a proper major right out of high school because you're still trying to figure it out. You waste 4 years of your life with a dumbass degree that's only going to land you as a manager in some strip mall clothing store. The science backs me up. The science backs me up. I'm telling you. Your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain that controls judgment, impulse, control, all of those good things, the long-term decisions, doesn't fully develop until they set around the age of 25. Google it. And until then, you're highly impulsive. You're emotional. You're reckless. You can't even get insured when you first start driving and pay reasonable rates because they know you're out of your mind. You're reckless. You crash cars, you crash out. That's why you're paying premium rates. $500 for liability every month. Now put that underdeveloped brain on social media. That's a recipe for disaster. You guys don't understand that social media feeds on insecurity. It sells fake lifestyles, fake beauty, success. Everything is fake. And then at the same time, it convinces you to measure yourself against the illusions, because that's what they are. It's all illusions. The likes, the comments, they become substitute for your identity. And that's why younger users fall into depression. These kids have anxiety. They're disconnected from reality. Look at what happened yesterday. You don't think that was a result of social media? The damage isn't just emotional. The damage is permanent. You look at jobs, right? Let's focus on jobs and careers. You have careers that are destroyed over old posts. College admissions revoked over reckless tweets. Military recruits getting disqualified because of videos or comments they've made in the past. You got teachers, doctors, officers, business owners. One careless clip and years of work gone, fired, let go. That's just the surface. The darker side is even worse. We know social media fueled radicalization, violence, mass shootings. We know it. We know it's been used to spread propaganda. We know it's been used to rig elections, incite riots, destabilize countries. Algorithms don't just entertain it, they amplify the hate and division. Anything that's viral is fucked up. It's the truth. So when I say don't touch social media until 25, it's not extreme, man. It's for your survival. We didn't even have social media back then. That's why we were able to do our thing. That's why I was able to retire at 41. I didn't have social media in my teens, my 20s. I was out there working in my 20s, getting the bag. By 25, you know what? By 25, you've probably been humbled in life as well. You've probably seen some shit. You've probably had a job, maybe faced a lot of rejection, probably lost a hell of a lot of relationships. You definitely learned some lessons by the time you hit 25. With a fully developed brain, you think clearer. You make better judgments. You resist the urge to post some dumb shit that would ruin your future. Social media is a tool. If you jump on too early, it will use you. Post some dumb shit. Screenshots last forever. Now we got the capability of recording it as well, right? Mistakes, they follow you forever. Colleges, companies, governments are always watching you. I don't go on job interviews. I don't. I'm sure you guys are. Are they asking you about your social media? I'm sure they're doing it on the side. I'm sure they're checking who you are before when you give them your name. I'm sure they're doing it. So what do I recommend? I recommend building yourself offline first. Build discipline. Build your character, your identity in the real world. Get out there. This is why I said, even if you're being homeschooled, you got to be outside. 2:30, 3 o'clock comes, you should be getting ready to go on the field and play some sports with your friends that you see on the computer. Then as you age and when you step online, you'll be unshakable at that point. You're not going to be sensitive to everything. Because if you rush it, social media won't just waste your time. It'll literally ruin your life. It's my opinion. What say you? We need to hold parents accountable? I'll tell you that. That's for certain. That boy's parents should be in jail with him. Leave it in the comments, everybody. I'll see you guys on the next one.